Trapped. Trapped, I say. Trapped like a weasel in a box. That's the thumbnail for today's video. That's what I'm still trapping. I still trap weasels. I have little boxes that I put rat traps in and bait, and put the boxes where I think there are weasels, and I'm pretty good at catching weasels. So there you go. But it's a warning. It's a warning. And we'll get to that in a bit. But first off, we're going to talk about an update here on the Life O Goomba. I will be going to this next week, and I'll be off the air for a while. I may look at my phone every once in a while and see who's on, who's doing what, whatever. Thursday morning early, I am leaving for Spencer, Iowa. We are going, I and my brother, are going to the National Fur Takers of America Convention, which is being held in Spencer, Iowa this year. It's been held all over a lot of states, but I got to get this camera set right. It's been held all over a lot of states. And the last few years, because I have had so many surgeries, haven't been able to go. And this year, I am surgery free so far. I am going to go. I decided I'm going to go, and I'm going to go make a couple of trips. I am going to go see Vote for Pedro in August. And I think I'm going to continue from his place up to Duluth, Minnesota, and see Joe Durbin and Diane. So I think I'm going to do those trips in August. I need to go to North Dakota to see my brother-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, actually. How is he an ex-brother-in-law? Well, it would have been my wife's sister, and it would have been her second marriage to him. She decided she wanted to take a permanent solution to a temporary problem, and left him with her 3 kids. One went into foster care, and the other 2 were old enough to take care of themselves at that point. So we got that done. Anyway, those are the trips I want to take. My wife, it seems, has been hoarding would be the right word. It'd be collecting if you were younger, but when you're old like me, it's hoarding. Hoarding old appliances that don't work any longer, or appliances that do work, and we've just got new ones. Like my daughter gets a new one, but her old one still works, and she can't trade it in, so she just gives it to us. Well, I've had new stoves and new refrigerators and new stuff for the last 5, 6, 8 years. And then our old stuff, because we're still using that, goes out in the garage. And then every once in a while, my wife sells it. Well, she sold a range, a stove. She sold a refrigerator that was sitting out there. I don't know what else was out there. I think there's a washing machine out there. I don't know. But there were 3. She had 4, count them, 4 dehumidifiers that weren't working. And then I got to looking around. Dear, you got 2 vacuum cleaners and a blender out in the shed that she had hidden back by my wood pile. I said, all that stuff needs to be taken apart. All that stuff needs to be recycled. Plastic needs to be taken apart. All the screws and all the metal in one pile. All the aluminum in one pile. All the circuit boards in one pile. All the wires in one pile. So that's what I was doing yesterday afternoon and evening up until about 11 o'clock last night. And I missed the Joe Durbin auction. And God, I'm sorry I missed it, Joe. I'm usually there just to provide comic relief, but I missed it. Sorry. maybe Wednesday I'll make it because Thursday I got to leave. So I might make Wednesdays, but I won't make Fridays, more than likely, unless I'm on the phone. But yeah, I was taking shit apart last night. I got 3 of the dehumidifiers taken apart. The other one's still plugged in because I think it might still be working a little bit. But I didn't have it plugged in long enough to test it. So I left it go for a night again, and we'll see how much water, if it collected any water. And I took them to I filled up my pickup with all the plastic, and I'm going to take that to recycle. I got to call them as soon as I'm done here. And all the screws went in one pail, and wire went in one pail, and whatever. That all goes up to Leroy to the scrapyard. But I took them over to a place in Osage that does refrigeration and heating and repairs and installations and fix them. If they're cheap enough, fix them. And the owner, Terry, said, "Nah, we're not looking at them anymore." Okay, call this guy in Charles City. So I call that guy. And I got a hold of the front desk, but the front desk said, "Let me get you somebody who can help you." So I got to a technician, and the technician says, "To be honest with you, they're junk." What are the brand names? I say, "Well, we got Frigidaire and Solus and whatever the other one was." And he said, "They're all Chinese junk." He said, when they put the copper connections together, they didn't solder them or braze them. They used a 2-part epoxy or something. And eventually, with the shaking and all that, it wears out and they leak all the refrigerant out. So you'd have to redo all those joints and then put a valve in so you could recharge them, because they don't even put that in. They don't even put that in freezers or refrigerators anymore. A valve to recharge them. They don't even put that in anymore. Planned obsolescence. Now I have a freezer sitting in my well house that I got as a present on my wedding day from my parents 42 years ago. It's still fucking working. Never been serviced, never been recharged, nothing. And it's still got frost on the sides. They still got dead animal skins in there and stuff. That's where I keep my fur and my glands and stuff. It's in there. I have 2 rattlesnakes and a wolf from a lady that does taxidermy work. She didn't have freezer space. And it's still working. It was made in the United States. And I said, well, hopefully in the next decade, that will change. We'll get some manufacturing back in the United States and maybe get some good shit made here again. And he said, yeah, hopefully. But he said, right now, take them apart, recycle them, buy the cheapest one you can buy. If it runs for a year, you're great, because that'll be in a warranty. But if it doesn't, it lasts for a little more than a year, then junk it if it quits working. Okay. I am glad you are so honest with me. Anyway, here's a little update about my sunburn from the last. And I will take sunscreen with me to the fur takers, because that's all gonna be short pants and t-shirts. Here's the update on my leg. I don't know. Do you notice the difference in sunburn there? Yeah, I got burned pretty good. Anyway, and my face, if you notice, my face was burnt really hard because I forgot my boonie hat, and I got burned so bad I had a blister on my nose. So be careful, kiddos out in the sun. You know, when I was a lot younger and we got sunburn, not a big deal. Not a big deal. Just, and my leg sunburn here and my face sunburn, it's not a big deal. Doesn't hurt, doesn't nothing. I put some moisturizer on aloe, and I was good. But that blister on my nose, that concerned me. So be careful, you guys. When you get older, the sun has a different effect on you. Hey, 210. The sun has a different effect on your skin. Your skin is not as elastic and pliable and full of moisture. So be careful, you old farts out there. And that was about it. In the life of Gary, I have to mow lawn today probably. I did burn a big pile of wood out of my daughter is redoing her basement in her house. She did the upstairs and redid cabinet doors and um, closets and stuff like that, baseboard and molding. She did all that stuff upstairs, and then downstairs it wasn't finished or not finished well, and so she did some marvelous work down there. But Gary, Dad, gets to bring all of the scrap home. Well, the scrap drywall, that goes out in the field driveway, where there's dips in the field driveways and stuff. I put the scrap drywall in there, and as you run over it, it eventually breaks down and goes and fills up that, hey, Seth, how are you, buddy? And fills up those bumps and stuff. The wood goes into my ditch on my pile, and I burn all of our wood. And I burned a big pile of it last night. And it was kind of sprinkling and a little windy, and it was hard to get stuff started. So what do? You take some old used motor oil and all over the pile, and you start it, and she burns good once she catches. You can start it with kerosene or diesel fuel if you want, but I like to use old used motor oil because that is free. Kerosene and diesel fuel is not free. So we got that pile burnt. My wife burned a big pile because she's clearing out all of that, all the trees that are in our grove that I want to get rid of. They're invasive. Just a real invasive bush. So we're trying to get them out of there, pulling them all out, trimming them all back, and using them for what I can for firewood. And the rest of it just get put on a pile and burn. And I pull the roots out. And if I save what I can. If I can take that root ball and let the sun dry it out and I get all the dirt off it, I can take that root ball, cut it, and I can use that for firewood too. That's not a big deal. I can do that. I can do that. I did get my my PVC pipe that runs out of my shed. It's my drain for my butchering room. And that goes into an oil water separator so that there's no oil or oily stuff goes out into the, fats and grease and stuff from the butchering room does not go out into the field tile because that goes right out from there into a field tile. And then I can take the cover off the oil water separator, take all those fats and oils out of there, and then I can dispose of them someplace else. So it's a regular oil water separator. The water level's up here, and the pipe is down here. So as the water rises up, then it goes out, but the fats all stay suspended or they fall to the bottom, one or the other. I got that fucking replaced, covered up. So everything's good with that. Well, I've tested it. And I got my rock crusher. I will do a video of that here one of these days. But I got my rock crusher, simple rock crusher. I got a railroad plate, tie plate on the bottom, a thick one. I got a 4-inch tube, nice thick, 1/8 inch thick tube, welded right to that bad boy. A couple of handles on it because it's heavier and shit, made out of re-rod and welded to it. Then I got a thick piece, 1.5 inch thick piece of steel. I got it cut so it fits just inside that tube. I took a square axle, 1-inch square axle, and had that welded onto it, and then square axle for a T on top. And that's all braced. At the bottom is braced. And I'm going to tell you what, that breaks up quartz rock pretty good. I panned out, 5 or 6 quartz rocks that are about this big that'll fit in there. And I found 2 flakes of gold, 2 little flakes in those quartz. And that was, it's a nice, it's just quartz rock I pick up in the field or when I'm out hunting or whatever. And I find a real good piece and I put it in my pocket. But nice stratified quartz. It's got metal in it, rust colors, or it's got metal in it. I had a couple pieces that had, looked like silver in it. Might be galena, I don't know. But I crushed that up and I'm going to pan that out. But I panned out several rocks so far. I found 2 flakes. So that's not too bad. I mean, the rock crusher, you got to crush it, but so far I haven't had to use a sledgehammer on it. And I built it tough enough so that you could beat it with a sledgehammer and not break it. So we'll see how that goes. I am going to have a separate pan, I found out, to dump the crushed rock in because I need to tap it on the bottom and tap it down. And I put a hole in a tin pan and I put some nice riffles. I got to sand down in my 14-inch, 15-inch pan. I got my other one, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's that heavy. It's that heavy. So it's working good. It's working good. My skid loader, we got that figured out. We got it timed. We got new bushings in the distributor because that shaft was wiggling in there. New bushings on that. New bushings in the carburetor set. At time she's ready to go. But we figured out that it's got a intake leak right at the intake gaskets at the head. So it's either put some nice pliable stuff that hardens but does not adhere to the metal and doesn't get sucked into the intake around the outside of that, or we have to go find parts for a Wisconsin motor and get a gasket kit and take that all apart. And yeah, it's going to be fun. And my tractor is not running right. My tractor, to have it run, needs a half choke. Tells me it's not getting enough gas. Well, I looked at the bowl. I got a bowl on it. I have an inline filter on it. I replaced and cleaned them out. Tightened the connections to the carburetor. So next thing is floats and seats. I'm going to take the carburetor off, take it apart, and look at it. It could be just crap in the carburetor. I have something caught in a needle and seat there. That could be all it is. But it could also be air filter, and I got to look at that. But mine is an oil bath air filter, so it shouldn't be too bad. But I'll take a look at it and see. It needs an oil change anyway, so what the hell. All right. Then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up a couple packages. I got 2 packages here. One is from, oh, Jesus, Oregon Stacker again. And I just got a notification yesterday that he's sending another one. You guys could save on shipping. And if I'm going to be getting stuff every week or something, just wallet the stuff for a week. Really doesn't need to be sent every week, but I don't know. Maybe they have more shipping than that. And then I got one from Joe Durbin. And I should have another one coming. This was one from a couple weeks ago. I don't know. Could have been a couple weeks ago. So let's get the package opening tools out here. I got to have some coffee. And then once we get these open, I got to go to town. I got to recycle some plastic. What else I got to do? Pick up some medicine. Get some supplies for this weekend coming up. I need some instant coffee. A couple cans of Copenhagen. Need to take my medicine, of course. We got food, plenty of food. We got plenty of water. I'll take another couple gallons of water, though, just in case. Oh, I got to get my sunscreen out. Bug spray, too. I got to get some bug spray. Maybe I got enough. I don't know. I have to look out in the cupboard. But let's open this one from, let's open these packages. There. Look at that. Let's just move this out of the way a little bit. We'll get that up there. Get him out of the way. Those are notes I take. You know, guys, when I'm at auction or whatever, I take notes. See, I got fresh paper sitting here that we got from a guy that used to do printing. And you can't use it for anything else except notes. So that's what I do. I take notes. I got notes laying all over the place. I got to consolidate some shit. Well, let's, ooh. That's not good. That just, oh, I see. You want to be difficult, don't you? I see. You want to be difficult. All right. If that's the way you're going to be, then here's what we're going to do. Oh, my eyes are so good. You know, it's a wonder how I hit anything with a pistol anymore. I think I'm going to have to put red dots on everything. You know, I think I'm going to have to put red dots on everything anymore. Wow. Why am I so stuck? That's a lot of glue. I got to clean these scissors off. I have to get some too much tape residue. That's what it is. There. Now, see, I can reuse that bag again. That's why I open stuff like that. There we go. See, somebody reuses them for packaging. See? Smart. Very smart. And then I can cut this actually off the end, and I can also use this. I can reuse this. So if anybody wants a bunch of packaging, bubble mailers, used ones now, but you can still reuse them. Stuff like this, where you can put coins in. I got tons of it, if you want it. I got tons of it, if you want it. Go over here. Oh, God. Oregon sent that goddamn candy again. And I just sent a package off to Jenna. Oregon's got this candy he likes to send. It's a Chinese. To me, it tastes like armpit sweat. But don't ask me how I know what armpit sweat tastes like. But I do like the bag. Nice, heavy plastic Ziploc bag. I love these bags. I hate the candy. Ah, Oregon. Ah. Now I got to send it to somebody. Lady Bluegrass or Jenna or somebody. I hate that candy. You know, some people love it and some people hate it. And I cannot stand it. This one's going to have to get cut also. There we go. What do we got in this little thing here? Well, it's a coin, that's for sure. Well, that one ain't coming out, so this one's not getting reused. What is this? Oh, this is the Sturgis. I bought one of these for my daughter for Christmas. South Dakota, the Sturgis dollar. Black Hills. What year was this one? This was 2000. She didn't go in 2000. I forget the year she went. What year was this? I forget what year she went, but she's been out there. She rides bike, like Shift Kicker, like Harley Babe. Yeah, nice one. She's going to get that one for Christmas. All right. Very good. See, I'm trying to get them interested in metals, trying to get them interested in coin collecting, trying to get them interested in something other than just a motorcycle. Motorcycle you spend your money on, right? That's what you do. You spend your money on motorcycles, especially Harleys. So trying to get them interested in something that will make them money. I don't know what the hell this is. This is not a coin that I can feel anyway. It doesn't feel like a coin. Ah, that thing is so full of goober. I cleaned the knife off. I forgot to clean that off. There we go. Huh. Oh, by God, it is. It is a coin. And you know what it is, don't you? It's a Merc. I don't know. Did I win something? I must have won something. I got a Merc. A 1920 Old Eyes. Old Eyes. A 1943 Merc. Old Eyes. I don't know. Can you see if it's got bands on it yet? It probably doesn't, but it don't look like it. I have to. Nope, no bands. No no bundle lines. She's pretty well wore, but hey, guess what? It's free silver, right? Free silver. Camera's actually working pretty good today. Free silver. All right. Well, that's okay. We can throw that over there. All right, we're gonna move all of this over here, especially that candy. Good Lord. We'll move this up here. We'll move that right there. And then we'll open this wonderful Durban package here. I don't know what I'm going to do for Joe and Diane. I'm going to do something for them, but oh, I know what I might do when I go up there. I might take them some honey. Take them some Iowa honey. And the reason the knife doesn't cut as well right here is because it's glued. And I use a knife sometimes as a pry bar. See what we can see. There we go. All right. And tape. More tape. Oh, okay. Packaging. Oh, that one was stuck. Empty box. And I got several of these, but most often I burn them. This one I'm going to burn because I got so many of them. And we'll just cut down the corner. Flatten that bitch out. Just like that. And she goes in the garbage. Just like that. Just like that. And let's see, is this one auction? This is one auction. What did I buy? I buy some Canadian toonies, Canadian cents with all a restrike. My other one needed I have one. The other one needed a twin. I got a $50 and the 5-star General coin. I have that, I think, but I think it was cheap enough, so I bought it. But I don't know. Maybe I can. I can't. This is the 5-star Generals coin, I think. I'm not sure. I try to reopen these so that I can reuse them. There. I should be able to reuse that one again. Just like that. Fold her over, tape her closed, we're good. And then we just trim this crap off in. You can't pull it off, otherwise you're just going to wreck the envelope, but for the mailer. But oh, she got that one stuck in there good. There we go. We are out. Good. We got a good mailer. Another good mailer. Like I say, if anybody needs them, I'll ship them to you. All you got to do is pay the postage. I'll pay you what? I'll give you as many as you want. Big ones, small ones, black ones, white ones, colored ones. I got them. I got them. Yes, the 5-star Generals commemorative. It's a program. It's a series, but I got one, I think. But I don't think I have it in the set like this. All your pertinent information. 26.73 grams of 90%. And all of this on the inside. Yep. Good. Nice packaging, though. Real nice packaging for the U.S. Mint. How many 5-star Generals did we have? 2. And there they are, right there. Eisenhower and who? Eisenhower and who? Oh, George C. Marshall? Yep. Marshall and Eisenhower. You know, I don't know why more people don't know that, but that's a nice coin. U.S. Army Command and General Staff College. And you know where that's at? Fort Leavenworth, Kansas, right where the prison's at. Fort Leavenworth, Kansas. I was stationed my first tour as a leg with 1st Infantry Division. HHC stands for Headquarters and Headquarters Company, 2nd Brigade. So I was Brigade Headquarters Company. I was a radio repairman, and I fixed the radios for all the battalions in the brigade, or if it was above my level, then passed it to 801st General Maintenance, I believe. All right, that one's kind of neat. I knew. I don't know if I have one of these. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm thinking I don't know. And some of these United States commemoratives I do collect. I do collect those. So when I say I don't collect anything, I do. United States commemoratives. I don't do mint sets. I don't do proofs. I don't do prestige sets. Although I did buy a prestige set here recently on Mama T's auction for my brother because it was cheap enough. Prestige sets aren't cheap, and I bought that one for my brother because he collects them. I did not know he collected those baseball Hall of Fame coins, and I've already sold 2 to my nephew, who would be his son. It'd be his son, and I didn't know that he collected them. But hey, I have 3, I think 3 left, baseball Hall of Fame coins, but these are all slabs, and I think he wants them, but he can't pay me for them right now. I have that one, and that's the 50-cent coin, and these are all the concave convex coins. I got this one, and that's the dollar size, and they're all 2014s. This one's signed, Eddie Murray signed. Let's see. That the half is a D. The dollar is a ultra cameo, but that's a P. That's a P, and I have this one right here. And they're all MS70s. This is a W. This is the gold one. Shit, you can't see the back. You can, kind of. I reuse bags, you can tell. All my slabs, all my coins, everything goes into plastic bags. Just to keep everything from being scratched. And I think I got a $1,200 price tag on that one. If you wanted all three. You see, yeah, I want all three, but I can't pay for them now. So that's no biggie. They ain't going nowhere. They are in my stack. And I told them, I said, you know, I don't sell gold. Not very often. So if I'm selling you gold, it's either I need to pay a bill or you're lucky. You're damn lucky you're my brother. All right, what do we got here? Don't know what that is. That's what those old eyes are for. Man. That's Georgia 7th. That's a Canadian large penny. Oh, it's an 02. Nice. I don't know if you can see that one, but if I get a little closer, maybe. And just move it around a little bit. See, it's a 1902 1 cent. Large penny. I needed that in 1902. There's only two that I need for the early 1900s now, I think. There's only two I need. So when I find them, I get them. Yeah, I started collecting the newer Canadians now when I can pick them up cheap. I do. The toonies. There's a 2019 toonie. D-Day. These are the painted ones. That's a steel outside with a brass or something in the middle. And this one is a 2020. And that's a Squatchy or whoever the hell it is. I don't know. It's a Indian. Where are you? No, it's not Squatchy. That's a. I forget. It's on their totem pole also. You see that little bugger right there? What is that, Targansu? Hey, JJ. Jared Parker's here. Cartier. I gotta go back and watch your video. Targansu, which one? What is that character? You know him. I don't know him. I've seen him on totem poles, though. Oh, I'm not doing too bad. I got stuff I got to get done. Brother was over this morning, bought a couple of quarts of honey, and telling me what I need to do to get benefit rates for Harley Babe this afternoon. What's up with Harley Babe? What's up with Harley Babe? Man, don't tell me somebody else has got. Oh. Oh, her cat needs surgery. Okay, God. I didn't think there was something wrong with Harley Babe, was there? Man. You never know nowadays. What do we got? 1967. Yeah, another howling wolf. I like the commemoratives, the wolves, the bobcats, the seagulls, the fish, the what else? The mackerel, seagull. The seagulls are the hard ones to find. The Canadian 50-cent coins are the hardest ones to find. So those are the ones that I pick up all the time. And I especially like the commemorative ones because 1867 and 1967, the commemorative. So I pick them up whenever I can. Unless somebody else that wants it worse than I do, because that happens a lot. That happens a lot. Yeah, I know we're not spring chickens, dude. You can tell by my nose. Sunburn. Sunburn. When I was younger, that wouldn't have affected me at all. I think that's Reed that did that, if I remember. I got to look at it, but yeah, Bill Reed. Yeah, that was Reed that did that. Oh, British Columbia, okay. Hide the grizzly bear, the fair character regions. Continue to act parent symbol for the Haida, you say Haida Nation, or Haida. Yep. Yeah, most artists have their name or initials on the coins, even in the United States. So, yeah, I could take this one out. I can hold this one in my fingers, I think. This is the second one I have of these dollar restrikes. I don't know. I kind of like them. I like that ugly woman. But I like the back a lot. And I think I like that double eagle head under the crown. Oh, I like that a lot. And that's what I like about the, which ones are they nowadays? Germania. Some of their coins have that double eagle head on. I think they took that from this, but I like that Germania back. I don't like the other one. I do like this one though. Come on, you. There you go. Look at that. Ain't that a beauty? That's just beauty. That's just beauty. That's not so much a beauty, but I'll take it. And see, you got the SF down there. That would be the artist, I'm imagining. God, I like that. I like that a lot. It's a nice reeded edge, too. Let's see if I can see that. There, maybe. Come on, you. Don't you like that edge? That printing on there? Or the marks? Yeah, you can tell I was taking apart stuff last night. It had cuts and scrapes and stuff all over me. But yeah, I like that edge a lot. Yeah, those are nice. Put you right in the middle, just like that. And put you two over here like that. Yeah, look at that. That's what we got. That's all we got. Not a big deal today. But I did want to come on and warn you guys about especially the older folks, about the dangers of the sun because, hey, I have found out about the dangers of the sun as an old person. Now, I won't be officially old until next year. Next year, I'll be 70. I might be officially old then, but I'll probably say the same thing. Next year, I'll be officially old. Next year. It's like tomorrow never comes. Neither does next year. But I told my wife, I want to, let's do this, dear. All the improvements we want to make to this place. If we want to put a septic field in, because we're going to have to put a septic field in when it gets sold, unless it goes to one of my daughters. If it gets sold to somebody else, there's going to have to be a septic field here, because right now we have a septic tank and we have an outlet in a ditch. Okay. So there has to be a septic field in when it gets sold. That's just the new law. We put a new roof on last year. We need to do some drywall work in here, because I'm starting to see cracks or seams, starting to see seams, not cracks. So it needs to be sanded, mudded and taped again, and then repainted or whatever. Let's get all of this work done within the next 15 years. And I want to have it paid off in that 15 years too. And then I can start getting rid of some stuff out of the shed. That's what I'm going to do. That's what I'm going to do today. Well, no, I got to mow today, but if I got any time left, I got to go out in the shed, start taking apart a great big condenser off of a cooler that I bought. That and the pump and the motors and all that stuff that were sitting at these commercial locker. And they sold out, and I bought all their stuff. So a lot of stuff come from in my butchering room. Stainless steel tables and sinks and that and that pizza place down in that got flooded out down in central Iowa. I bought some stuff down there too. So it's time to start getting rid of that stuff. It's time to start junking it, recycling it, selling off the stuff, and getting it done. Yeah, modern is trash here. I don't like, other than some of the commemoratives like this, Pedro, some of the commemoratives like this are really nice. Really nice packaging. Really nice packaging. And that's the 2 5-star generals. Nice packaging. The mint did a good job on this. And then that sits in here like that with a card on top of it with that cover. And then a slip too, besides that. That's great packaging. That is something they should do more of. I have a 2023 or 2021 Morgan Peace Dollar Reef Strikes, in a set, proof set. Yeah, proof set. And that is good packaging also. It seems like their commemorative coin programs are the ones that they do the best. I don't know. Yeah, Canada does a great job of packaging stuff. And Canada also has, and I'll say it, and I'll say it again, Canada has a coin series for everyone. There is something there that everyone likes, whether it's the wildlife series, the birds of prey series, the songbird series, the provincial park series, the arts and entertainment series, just the quality and the just the quantity. They have, the Canadian Mint knows how to do stuff, man, and their packaging is great. They have something that everyone would be interested in. Something. I especially like the wildlife series, the birds of prey series, songbird series, the tree leaf series, and that Germania should have kept doing that with the beech and the ash and the leaves, because I like those. The oak leaf, I like those. And you don't see them very often anymore. You don't. So it would be great if the United States Mint would do that, and I could see what they would say. Too expensive, but you know what? If you charged a reasonable price for them, you could still make money. And if you did like the Canadian Mint, with all of the variety of series, you would make up in volume what you're losing in profit margin. That's simple business. Simple business. You give people a product they like and they want. You can lower the price, still make money, but you'll make up in volume what you lose in profit. So you'll have actually more profit. It's just that simple business. I don't understand how people don't understand that. I mean, that's just, I don't know. I don't know, man. You go into listening mode because we're at an hour and I got to go out and work. So I got to go to town, dump that plastic, uh, stop and do some shop, and then I got to go mow lawn. And hopefully I can come back in and get something done yet today. I may have to go back out and take apart another dehumidifier. God, who knows? I don't know. All right, let's put this stuff away. I will say my goodbyes, and we will see you guys on the next one. I got more packages coming. I have more stuff I want to show you. So we'll see you then, man. Take it easy. Bye.